guys, so this is how I signed up my first agency client, and it took me quite a while, so stay with me to go through month by month the process of 5 months transformation, how I went from zero to $4,000 per month. So on January, I decided to build an agency. I committed 100% and I went full time for it. I started by creating my agency website on Wix platform, and it was very simple one-page website. It had a couple of screenshots of my Facebook ads experience and the revenue that I was able to generate for my clients before when I was working full-time, and then it had a Calendly link at the bottom. And I can tell you, I didn't use that website at all. So it was a waste of time, but at least it took me only 2 days to create the website, so it was not that long. Then I created SOPs for onboarding, so this was a waste of time as well because I never used it. And then I finished setting up emails for doing cold outreach. And I also met friends for networking, so I thought that maybe somebody needs Facebook Ads Management services, then I can help them with that thing, but yeah, nobody wanted that. Then I sent first 10 cold emails with Loom recordings. I heard that Iman Gaji was sending cold emails with Loom recordings, and I thought I'm gonna try that. And I recorded 10 emails, and it took me so long to record them, and it was just a waste of time, I can tell you from now. I ended January with $0 in sales. Then on February, I finished reading the book If You Are Not First, You're Last. I revised my connections and sent emails to people that I met before. I sent these emails to the people that I met in my career before, not the friends that I met right here, just to make it clear. So yeah, from these people I got a few sales calls, so it was very interesting. And this idea came from the book that I was reading right here, because I was doing all the exercises and it helped me to get on the right track actually. And I signed up my first client. So you see, reading this book helped me to sign my first client. So this is that's the pattern that I see, how my mindset was changing when I was learning new things. It was $2,000 per month, but we agreed to do $1,000 upfront in cash, and then $1,000 it was pending. So it was the service was Facebook ads. At the same time, I was watching Alex Berman course, Email 10K. It was a cracked course, so I didn't buy it. That was an old version of his course. And yeah, I was watching just to learn the basics, how to create the emails and how to write the cold emails, how to do the outreach. And then I hired list builder to create the list for me. Then I started email personalization myself. So I remember I wrote like 100 or like 200, like between 100 and 200 personalized emails. And it took me so long to write them because I need to read the biography on LinkedIn, then come up with something unique to say for them. And yeah, it was just so difficult and it was so time consuming. And then I hired a video editor. So yeah, I didn't do any hiring calls. I just knew one friend who was doing video editing for my previous company that I was working. And it was just going straight forward to my friend and then asking him for help. And then so I ended February with $1,000 cash collected right here from one client. Then on March, I got my Upwork account restored. So this was life-changing moment because I decided to reach out to Upwork if they can restore my account. And yeah, I got my account restored. So it changed everything because I was trying to do the cold emails and I knew how difficult it is, and I knew how good the Upwork is. So it was just like a no-brainer to switch from cold emails to Upwork. Then I got more sales calls from my connections. I also bought Montel course. So you see, I made $1,000 right here, and I reinvested that money straight into the coaching program. So I paid $1,000 for that to learn Upwork system and to learn cold emails. And then I hired email personalization person to help me to write emails, so I don't have to do that myself. And then I signed up my second ecom client. I think this was from a referral. It came for $2,000 as well. So, and then I updated my e-commerce portfolio to prepare to do outreach on Upwork because I didn't wanted to use my website that I had right here because it kind of violates Upwork policies. Like Upwork doesn't like that, so I created like a PDF portfolio just to have everything like in one document that I can send to clients. And then I sent 61 proposals on Upwork, and I signed my first Upwork client for $75. It was for ads reporting, and it took me like less than an hour to create because it was so simple just to do the reporting. And then I did 50 hiring calls. So I wanted to hire a graphic designer to help me create ads for e-commerce clients that I have signed up right here and then right here. So at this moment I had 2 clients on March, right? Like 3 clients including this one, but it was a one time. Then I hired a graphic designer from the hiring calls that I had, and the cash collected on March was $2,000. So this $1,000 that I had pending right here, it came on May actually. So it took 2 or 3 months to get this $1,000. So that's $2,000 right here, cash collected. Then on April, I sent 200 proposals. I got 6 sales calls and I got 0 clients from that. So yeah, I didn't sign anyone. And then I hired a social media manager. On April, what I was doing, like for 2 weeks straight, I was doing a lot of hiring calls. So I believe I did like 150 or like close to 200 hiring calls. So I was doing like 5 to 8 hiring calls per day, every day for 2 weeks straight, to hire social media manager for this position, and then to hire video editor. And then I created a new social media management portfolio. So you see right here, I had e-commerce portfolio, and then I created social media management portfolio. So I restructured my offer a little bit, and then I got my first social media marketing sales calls, so which was this one, 6 sales calls. And I got e-commerce retainer, so the $2,000 I got on April as well. And I also bought Nick mentorship for $2,500. So you can see how I made money, but then I reinvested money back to the business to sign more clients and to get it rolling way quicker. Then I finished social media management onboarding documents. So this was a waste of time. I never used it. One thing to add on, the difference between mentorship and digital program right here and then a cracked course, there is a big difference. So if you are buying the course, you are getting the most up-to-date information. But if you are using the cracked course like I was right here, then you are missing out on community, which is the biggest thing from everything. And of course, you are missing on the newest information. But the community is everything. Like, you need a community. So that's how I was able to meet Nick, because he was in the community and he was doing very well with Upwork and with his agency. So yeah, I just got mentorship from him. And then I ended up the month with $2,075 in sales, but it was a negative because I had to pay for the mentorship, right? And then on May, everything changed. It was the moment when I started building my content agency. So I signed 10 clients for content creation. So it was video editing and social media management. I got free 5-star reviews. I updated my Upwork profile with a presentation video. I hired second video editor to expand my team. I got e-com retainer, so this $1,000 that was pending from February, and I got $2,000 retainer as well. Then I closed my first social media management client for $900 per month. I sent about 600 proposals. I got 17 sales calls, and I signed 10 new clients for social media management. So my closing rate was 1.67%, which is very low actually, but yeah, that's what you have to do. Like, when you are starting out, when you don't have a reputation, you just have to outwork in terms of numbers. That's what I was doing. I was sending a lot of proposals. Sales at the end of May, 3,900. A lot of sales from these 10 clients came on June. Actually, it was like a transitioning moment for me, because these e-com clients, I finished working with them on May, like with both of these clients. That was the ending month when I made the transition to go all in to building a content agency. So from that moment on, I was doing just video editing and social media management. So on June, 2,500 cash collected only for content agency services. Then on July, 2,800. On August, $5,000 cash collected. That was 4,000 for content agency and 2,000 from e-commerce clients. So I got another e-com client to work on, but it was 1 month project basically. But yeah, it was a nice addition, and I hit $6,000 in sales for that month. That's how everything started rolling. So if you look just at the content agency, so it would be about 900 right here, then 2,500, 2,800, and then 4,000. And then yeah, it started rolling. And yeah, I just had so many clients at that moment that I had just to work with the current clients just to help them to reach their goals, and yeah, that's how I started building my content agency. That's how I signed up my first Upwork client. If you guys need some help, then I will leave the link in the description below. You can book a call with me. Let's chat together. Let's see if I can help you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.